Hi, I'm Terrinique Pennerman, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belle and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. And thank you for joining us for another episode of the Terrinique Show. We are so happy that you have decided to have us as a part of your healthy hair journey. If you have learned anything from our show, or if it's really helping you with your hair journey, please like, follow, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up on YouTube. We are the Terrinique Show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the Terrinique Show everywhere. So today is episode 30, and I'm so happy that we made it this far. I am so proud of us, guys. Episode 30, who would have thought? I am enjoying every bit of the Terrinique Show, and I hope that you are too. In today's episode, we will be talking about things you shouldn't do to relax hair. And I know you guys are like, relaxed hair? Isn't this supposed to be a show about natural hair, curly hair, textured hair? No, at the Terrinique Show, we don't discriminate. If you have relaxed hair, listen, you are included. Our relaxed girls don't get enough of light shed on how to take care of relaxed hair. And we are here to help you. And you never know, a relaxed girl may want to transition to natural hair, and we just want to make the transition as smooth as possible. But if you are sticking with your perm, we want to give you tips to help you through your relaxed hair journey. First of all, with relaxed hair, the number one thing that causes damage and breakage, like if you've ever seen a girl that has had relaxed hair all her life and her hair just won't grow, like it won't pass like the ears, it won't pass the shoulders, there is something wrong happening. Unless you are cutting your hair in like a bob style, or you just want to have shoulder length hair. If you have been relaxed all your life and your hair is not growing, you are doing something wrong. And the number one thing that most relaxed women do to their hair that is absolutely wrong is reapplying the relaxer to the hair that's already relaxed. And I know you're like, okay, what? That's what I do. Like, I put my perm on at home. First of all, you shouldn't be doing an at-home relaxer. You should go to a professional to do your relaxer. And if you see that that professional is reapplying the relaxer to your entire head, like the entire strand of hair, that's a no-no. What happens when you reapply the relaxer to the relaxed hair is you are reapplying that chemical and further breaking down the strand. Relaxers should first of all only be reapplied to the new growth, to your edges, not to the length of hair that is already relaxed, because it is already chemically straightened. And if you reapply the relaxer to that part of the hair, it breaks the hair down. So if you are a relaxed girl and you see that your shirt has breakage, like you see little hair strands on your shirt, or there's breakage on your bathroom floor or wherever you do your hair, that is because your hair is breaking because the relaxer is being applied to hair that is already been relaxed. Also, when you are getting a relaxer, it is important to protect your scalp from the relaxer. The relaxer should never go on your scalp. You should always base your scalp with a petroleum product like Vaseline, mineral oil, something that will protect the scalp while the relaxer is on. I am totally against petroleum products, but if you're gonna use chemicals on your hair, then you need to base the scalp, and that is one of the best bases for basing stopping the relaxer from getting on your scalp, because you need to think about your scalp as your skin. For example, if you're using Nair or Neat, you know that Nair and Neat that you use to remove your hair is like the same chemicals that is used in relaxers? Isn't that crazy? So what do the instructions say on Nair? It says, do not leave this on for a certain amount of time. I believe that time is 3 minutes, and you're not to exceed 10 minutes, because what happens is it can break the skin, irritate the skin, and get into your bloodstream. And you don't want this stuff getting into your bloodstream. With relaxers, we have seen that there are lawsuits going around that they cause fibrosis, fibroids in women, and that they cause all these issues. And one of the reasons why that is happening is because the relaxer is being allowed to get into your bloodstream. That is why you should go to a professional whenever using chemicals on your hair. Go to a professional, and not Jenny from the block that just loves hair. Go to somebody who has been to cosmetology school and is a professional in what they do, so that these chemicals do not get into your bloodstream. A relaxer should never be burning you. It should never burn your scalp or your skin at all, because it should never touch it. It should be touching your hair. And you should not be reapplying the relaxer to hair that is already relaxed. I hope I drilled that point home for you guys. This is one of the #1 reasons why your relaxed hair looks as if it is not growing, because you're reapplying the relaxer to the already relaxed hair, and that's causing further breakage and damage. Let me pause for a minute. I remember this meme, and I'm gonna share this meme with you guys. And in this meme, it was this picture of a cartoon, and the cartoon had like a little struggling ponytail, like a small little ponytail. And she was like, my mama permed my hair and it broke off so bad. And then the person who she was talking to said, really? When? And how old are you? She was like, I'm 38. Really? Ladies, we need to like have accountability. Stop blaming your mom for perming your hair and it breaking off so bad. And you are now almost 40 years old and you're still saying, my hair isn't growing or flourishing because my mom permed my hair when I was 5 or whatever age it was. That's another thing. You should not be relaxing a child's hair if they are not in puberty. Why you shouldn't do that is because what happens before puberty, am I saying that right? Puberty can cause permanent damage to your little one's scalp. And especially if the relaxer is touching the scalp, it will cause permanent damage. The child will grow up to have thinning spots, balding spots, and just stunted hair growth. You don't want to be applying relaxers to 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds. Wait until they get a bit older, and then you can apply the relaxer if you really want to or if they want to. But any chemicals put on, your kid's hair at such an early age really sets the foundation for bad hair. So when I say bad hair, I'm not talking about good hair versus bad hair. I'm talking about just like not healthy hair that is not healthy, hair that has patches, hair that breaks. It's just a recipe for disaster. So if you're a mom and you're contemplating relaxing your child's hair, wait until they get a bit older. Do not relax. I would say do not relax under 10 years old. Yeah, I know, but this is my advice, and I think that you should take my advice when it comes to hair. Secondly, bleaching the hair. You already have relaxed hair, ladies. Bleaching is another chemical. Bleaching or dyeing is another chemical. So essentially, when you're bleaching the hair, just as reapplying the relaxer to hair that is straightened, You are now double dosing the chemicals on your strands. I mean, how much damage do you think that this hair can withstand before it falls off? That is why you see women who have relaxed hair and they have bleached their hair breaks so bad. And they're like, oh, this is the worst thing I could have ever done to my hair. All my hair is falling off. It is falling off because the chemicals in the relaxer change the structure of the hair. The chemicals in the bleach or the permanent dye changes the structure in the hair. You have to have some really strong hair, some really crazy genetics. You have to be an exception to the rule for your hair not to break and fall out if you have a relaxed hair and you bleach it. Listen, err on the side of caution. If you have relaxed hair, do not, I repeat, do not chemically bleach your hair. It is a recipe for disaster. If you have natural hair, on the other hand, you can bleach your hair and it won't be as damaged as it would if you had relaxed hair because your hair doesn't have any chemicals on it. So do not bleach your hair if you have relaxed hair. Also, if you are going to bleach your hair, go to a professional. A professional is someone who has a cosmetology license, and I would go a step further. Look at their Instagram, their Facebook. Look at the women who have went to them for a bleach and has relaxed hair, and to see if their hair is flourishing. Listen, if you're gonna bleach your hair and you have a relaxer, it's gonna take a lot of maintenance. You have to have the time and the patience. It's just not worth it. Just put on a wig or wear some bleach hair extensions. Don't do it to your hair. It's just not worth it. Thirdly, if you have relaxed hair and you are applying heat, flat ironing, blow drying, you do not want to apply too much heat to your already chemically treated hair. Why is this? Because heat also changes the structure of the hair, and your hair structure is already compromised from the bleaching or the relaxing. Heat over 350 degrees? No, don't do it. Do not do it. Your hair is going to break off. It is going to be dry, brittle, and break. Anything over 350. You want to have it, I would say, maybe 310 degrees. And I mean, just as low as possible to get whatever look you're trying to get. If you're trying to get like a little bump or a curl, I would stay away from heat, okay? If you are going to use heat on your relaxed hair, please use a heat protectant. Please also do not put heat on your hair when it is wet or has oil on it. This is a recipe for frying off your hair. So use a heat protectant, do flat iron or use heat on hair that is dry. Do not use heat on hair that has oils on it because it will fry your hair. Also, number four, blow drying. So blow drying is also applying heat to the hair. If I had relaxed hair, what I would do before blow drying is let the hair dry a bit. Do not blow dry soaking wet hair. Let it air dry first, and then if you need to blow dry it, then blow dry it, but also do not put the blow dryer on high. Put the blow dryer on low or medium, and you want to hold the blow dryer about 7 to 8 inches from your hair. You don't want to put the blow dryer directly on the hair strand because this will cause more damage to the strands. So you really have to be careful when you have relaxed hair because your hair is more fragile than if it was in its natural state. Number 5, if you have relaxed hair and you want to go natural, absolutely do not use a curly perm. Ladies, a curly perm will destroy your already chemically treated relaxed hair. So stay away from the curly perms. If you are relaxed and you want to go natural, the best way to do this would be to transition. What does transition look like? Transition looks like as your hair grows out, you just trim the ends, lightly trim the ends. And that can take up to a year for all the perm to come out of your hair. But just keep trimming. And as you trim, you'll start to see nice new growth, and you can wear styles like flexi rods. Those are great styles that you can wear to blend in the relaxed hair and the new growth of your natural hair. What the flexi rod does is it stretches out the hair, so your natural hair will stretch and blend in with the relaxed hair, and it will look nice. So you'll be wearing like a nice curly style. What you can also do is get your hair braided and wear like a curly weave or a curly wig. That's a great option. So when you take your braids out, you just trim your hair. Or you can wear box braids or cornrows until all your hair grows out. Brandy used to do it. I mean, I just recently started seeing Brandy without braids. Brandy always had braids. And for those of you who are like super, super young and have no idea who Brandy is, which I find so crazy, Brandy is Ray J's sister. Like, I never thought in a million years you would have to explain who Brandy is based on her brother, because to me, I think Brandy is more famous, but I guess Ray J is more relevant to the younger generation. I don't know. But anyway, box braids are great options. Flexi rods are great options. Bantu knots are also great options if you're transitioning from relaxed to natural. Okay, so let's go over it again. 5 things you should not do to relax hair. Number 1, reapplying the relaxer to hair that already has been relaxed. That's a complete no-no. Number 2, applying bleach to relaxed hair, because those are 2 chemicals, so you're essentially compounding the damage to your hair when you have a relaxer on it and now you're going to bleach it. No, don't do that. 3, applying heat to the hair that is over 350 degrees. Your hair is already relaxed, it's already susceptible to damage. You do not want to get heat damage. And if you are going to put heat on your hair, always use a heat protectant. Number 4, blow drying soaking wet hair. The best thing to do with relaxed hair is to let it air dry. Once it's air dried, then you can blow dry it at arm's length, maybe on the low or the medium setting. But you don't want to blow dry it when it's soaking wet on a high setting. That is also going to cause heat damage. And number 5, do not use a curly perm on your relaxed hair, because again, that is compounding the chemical on your hair. Thank you guys for watching this episode, listening to this episode of the Terrinique Show. I hope that what we shared here was helpful to you. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Everywhere the Terrinique Show. Have a